It is What Up Wednesday! Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Get these reminders out of the way. It is What Up Wednesday. It's Wednesday, what up? What are you guys doing today? I just got an amazing message from someone in, we did a meditation this morning for Meditate, Move, Heal on making decisions. And someone in the group made an amazing decision. I just heard about it. It's so exciting. Yay! So today, good morning, afternoon, evening, what I would like to talk about is dropping the need to be right. Dropping the need to be right. So here in the States, it's holiday time. People may, hey Kayla, may or may not be seeing their families, or maybe they're having Zoom Thanksgiving. And what can come up in families? The need to be right. Any relationship, the need to be right. And if you didn't see my post from yesterday, I posted a photo. I posted a photo of some crystals and a kabocha squash, or a pumpkin, as many people in Europe call it, a pumpkin. And I said, what doesn't belong here? And it was really cool. I was like, duh, it's the pumpkin. But what was amazing is people were like, oh, it's the bracelet because it's man-made, or just like people had so many different reasons, or their own belief systems or their own structures and paradigms around what belonged and what didn't. So what's so cool about that is I got to see, oh, wow, look at other people think in really different ways. We're all unique. And there's space for all of that. And when we drop the need to be right, we get the privilege of being in the space of acceptance. And that's an inside choice. And I think what will be really cool to notice for yourself for this week, and especially if you are in holiday mode in the States, is when that need or that desire comes up in you. I wouldn't even call it a desire, I'd call it a fear, actually, to be right. What's really in operation? I just said it. It's usually a fear. It's usually linked up to how we've been raised. If when you went to school, you were in a situation where there was always a right and a wrong, or you were punished for getting it wrong. I mean, yes, like 1 + 1 does equal 2. I used to like to say 1 + 1 = 4. It's like, sure, that's what I wrote on the paper, but I think the thing, again, just to hold this back in, what comes up for you when you're wrong? I had an experience as a child where I remember, I might have been in 2nd or 3rd grade, and I can't remember what I did. I might have been talking to some kid, and I was the good student. And I remember the teacher was like, Michelle, put your name on the board. And when you were asked to put your name on the board is because you did something wrong. You were bad. And I sat there like frozen in my chair. Like shame, guilt, like everything just piling in, and it paralyzed me. I was like simultaneously so mad and so afraid and so and just so sad. And I couldn't, and I didn't want to I really remember that. I really remember just sitting there. I saw the board across the room. I saw other people's names on there, and I did not want to put my name on that board of the people who were bad or wrong. Who wants to be told that? Look, I mean, just if maybe you have a similar story in your life where you were told that, and what that does, that shaming and that guilting, it kills your life energy. It like takes all of that vibrancy, that life in you, and goes, pushes it down like a French press. But you're not making good coffee. You're making it's festering. It creates toxicity. It starts to the word that, like pervert the energy. It will come out in a passive aggressive way because the fullness of your expression wasn't there. And probably in those situations, there wasn't context. What's going on? How are you thinking about this? Why did you do that? I love that. Someone knows, I haven't taken the time to do the research, but I remember, that project that I believe was done in Portugal when they took people who had drug problems and they integrated them into the community. They didn't say, bad, you're doing this wrong. It's like, hey, what's going on? What do you need? Let's bring you into connection. So I think, or what I want to suggest for you is just to notice this is where it always is an inside job. It's not, okay, I'm right, let me prove that other person wrong. It's like, what is the whole mechanism in operation within you? And when you start to tend to that, you land in a place where you see that everything is. And you're empowered and allowed to make choices in support of the highest good, in support of your own truth. And your own truth is by design. Look, I'm here back again with these orchids, if you saw my embodiment conference presentation. Your own truth, by design, supports the highest good of everything around you. But a lot of times we've told it's been wrong. We get that like pressure coffee boiler, pressure, what are those things called? Pressure cookers without the steam release valve. Wow, that's like formula for a disaster. Y'all familiar with this? Y'all ready for this? Dun, dun, dun. Nietzsche. I haven't read this yet. It's in my pile of a lot of books, but it's something in the study that I'm doing. We talk about this a lot. Beyond good and evil, everything just is. Beyond right and wrong, everything is. So I encourage you to go into that space for your life. Get curious. What is that quote? Wisdom begins in wonder. Something like that. That dude Socrates said that. Wisdom begins in wonder. Look at that post I did yesterday. What doesn't belong? And look how people answered it. I did not expect that to happen, but I'm so excited that it did. I thought it was just like a banal, dumb post. So people would be like, kombucha squash, or like, that's a bumblebee jasper, which people did, which I'm really excited about. I use those tools in my group work, in my private work too. It's amazing to work with the power of those. I don't use a kombucha squash, but maybe I should. I should start bringing a kombucha squash into my private sessions. That'd be pretty fun. So I encourage you to look at how this need to be right might be popping up in your life. And if you do that, it can transform your day. It can transform your relationships. It can transform your business. It transforms the inner landscape of you to be able to operate from that truth and to create the beautiful life that you're here to create for yourself, which also affects every other person and being around you. So to end today, we're just going to tap out our cortices to tap that in. So take your hand, place it on the back of your skull, the base of your skull. That's your occipital bone. We're focusing on the occipital cortex. Take your other hand, tap over your head, heart, and gut. We're going to do slight express version of this. Usually like to tap for one breath in each place, but we're just going to tap a little bit, head, heart, and gut. I'm tapping around my belly button. Move your hand from the back up to the next spot. This is the area of the brain we're balancing. Oh my goodness, releasing the need to be right. But wait, I'm right. Notice what comes up when you go into that. Tap head, heart, and gut. A beautiful thing that's happening here when you're tapping out your cortices, this is from the Body Talk system, is that you're holding both sides of your brain. You're integrating all parts of yourself. They can work together. When your body in and of itself is working together, more is made possible. What if you applied that metaphor to the world? Without the need to be right. Everything has a space. Wow, imagine how the world would change. Tapping head, heart, and gut. Hold the sides of your brain. Tap head, take a deep breath. Hold the sides, tap heart. Deep breath, hold the sides. Tap gut. Hot dog. If you want to do this with me, Mr. Morphmatics, what's up? If you want to do this, make sure you watch this again because you missed a good one. If you want to do this with me in Meditate, Move, Heal, we meet 4 times per month. December, we're doing an extra bonus dance class. And if you want to talk about one-on-one work, those are the 2 things I'm offering right now. And I would be thrilled to support you in releasing your need to be right so you can create the world that you want. All right, my dears, have an awesome holiday if you're celebrating. Have an awesome Wednesday if you're celebrating Wednesday. I hope you are. All right, bye. Bye. Where's the end button on here? Oh my God, it's the X. Bye, you guys.